welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. So for today's video, I am trying out a whole new set of products, all of them, like face, eyes, lips, eyebrows, all of it, the big shebang over here. We're trying out a ton. It's on my face right now. So if you want to see what products I am using and how they work out, then just go ahead and keep watching. Alright guys, so today we have a bunch of new products to try out. I'm extremely excited. I love buying makeup, so this gave me the perfect opportunity to do that. So I have a lot of products here to try. Some of these I've heard about from other YouTubers that I watch, like Jessica Braun, Jam Beauty 89, Taylor from the Tayla, and some of these they just came out and I haven't heard anything about them. Some of them are relatively new but not totally new. There's just a wide variety, and I'll let you know which ones I've heard about from other people, which ones I stumbled across in the drugstore, because these are all drugstore products, because you know me. I like drugstore. I like other stuff too, but I really do like drugstore. It's where I started, and it's pretty much where I stay right now. Plus, I don't have much money. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the Physicians Formula Ultra Fine, what is this called? The Eye Booster eyeliner. This one I've heard about from the Tayla. She's raved about this one for a while now, and I just haven't gotten around to trying it. Jeez Louise, how do you get into this thing? Ow. Man, they really are like child-proof this, because they don't want little children putting on eyeliner. But I got it in the shade, what is this called, Ultra Black? Yeah, Ultra Black. And I'm just going to, let me pull my table closer. I'm just going to line my eyes like I normally do. I haven't ever swatched this. This is the very first time I've ever bought it. It looks like it has a felt tip, a precision brush tip. It just looks like a felt tip because of the, how tiny it gets. But yeah, I'm going to grab my little mirror, and I'm going to line my eyes like I normally would. Alright, right off the bat, it's not as black as I was expecting. Yeah. It's a little, see-through. Like, it's not as opaque right off the bat as my NYX Epic Ink Liner, which I love. And actually, that one is recommended by Jessica Braun. It looks okay. Not my favorite. And that's interesting because usually Taylor's recommendations I love. So it's just not as opaque as I was expecting. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other line, and I'll be right back. So I finished putting it on, and I don't like it. Let me see if I can get close enough. Do you see like where it like isn't even right here? It's like it's all bumpy because I was trying to go over it to make it more opaque, and it was like peeling away the eyeliner that had dried, and it comes out very dry too. I don't like it. It really stinks because I thought that this was going to be one of the products that I tried that I would like. So initially I don't like it. I mean, we'll see how it wears, but like I don't know. Eyeliners, I'm pretty much sure right when I try them, like right off the bat, if I like them or not. Like if I don't, then it's pretty immediate, my reaction is. So we'll see though. I'll give you I'm going to do like a final check-in today, just like one check-in at the end of the day to show you how everything wore. And we'll see, but so far I'm not loving it. But let's go ahead and move on. I'm trying a new mascara. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Voluminous Lash Base, so bright outside, on one eye, and then I'm going to put the mascara over it, and then on the other eye what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put the mascara on and see if there's a difference and see if it really works by itself. So today I'm trying the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara in the shade Blackest Black. I have actually liked CoverGirl mascaras. I used them a lot in high school. I used them a lot at the beginning of college. I've had decent luck with them. So I think that I'll probably like this. I do think that the one thing CoverGirl does well is mascara. So we're going to see how this works out. I haven't heard anybody's review on this. I have no idea what anybody thinks. It is new. So I'm going to go in on my right eye. I'm going to just go in with just the mascara itself. It's pretty plain packaging. CoverGirl like changed their packaging, so it's kind of boring now, but it's fine. So I'm gonna just go straight in. Let's look at the wand. Okay, it's got like, it's kind of like divoted on the end. It looks like an hourglass shape, kind of. So I'm just gonna go straight in and let's see. Ooh, ooh, got that. You know what? It smells like alcohol, like drinking alcohol, not rubbing alcohol, not isopropyl alcohol. So that's just one coat. Yeah, you can see I got it on my eyelid. It's okay, but we're gonna build it up because I usually build it up mascaras anyway. I don't ever wear one coat of mascara. I don't think I have ever worn one coat of mascara in my life. So I'm gonna go in with another layer on this side. There's the second coat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in on the other eye and put a primer on first, and then we're going to jump in and see if that makes a difference or if this mascara can perform just as great on its own. While I am doing this, let's talk about, oh my goodness, all the YouTube drama, guys, all the bigger gurus YouTube drama. Like, did you guys see that 1.5 hour video that Marlena put out the other day about, it was called Dear Influencers? I know it's been like a buzz, like, people have been noticing, people have been commenting on it, and like, they're like, oh my gosh, we love you. And Marlena's really cool. She's, in case you didn't know, she's the founder of Makeup Geek, the cosmetic line, and she, I don't know, she's pretty cool, she's pretty chill, but I haven't actually been watching her for that long. That was the first video I watched of hers, for no reason other than I just hadn't checked her out, didn't have anything against her or anything. So I do think that with the primer, this mascara is going on better, and it's looking longer already. I'm getting mascara all over my eyelid. Yeah, like this side versus, these are like lower. So we'll see if this holds a curl. My eyelashes are curly though anyway. Oh my gosh, I have mascara on my finger. Like, watch me like rub that in my hair. But we'll see, like, if this holds a curl. My eyelashes are pretty curly anyway. Going back into the other side. But, just for, just to see. I did like that layer on the right eye. It's definitely not as ba-boom as my Lash Paradise that I love. It's okay, but, like, I'm not wowed by it like I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, the YouTube drama is crazy. And then, like, Jaclyn deleted all of her social media. And, like, I don't know, like, I think that's a little much. I don't know what she's dealing with personally because, of her kind of failed, I don't want to say failed, I hate calling people failed, like their launches failed. But, like, I don't know, like, her lipsticks did have, like, hair in them and stuff, and I was going to buy them to review them, but they're $18 and I'm not spending $18 of my earned money on something that's pretty much guaranteed to be defective, Alright, we're almost done. Alright, so we're back, and I'm going to get up close so you can kind of see. So I think that the left eye looks just a little bit better. I did build up the right eye. It's just not my favorite. Like, we'll see how it wears throughout the day. Once again, mascara is kind of something that I know right off the bat, except for, like, I'll check for flaking at the end of the day and everything all over my face. If that happens, then it's a definite no. It's just okay, like, it's an okay mascara. But, like, if you're gonna get one at the drugstore, go ahead and buy the Lash Paradise because this one and that one are about the same price, and that one's better in my opinion. And it has a better wand, it's just better. I don't have a new eye primer, so I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution one, and this one is just pretty much guaranteed to hold your eyeshadow on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this, and I'll be right back, and we're gonna start in with some new eyeshadow. Alright, so now I have put eye base on, and I've set it and everything, and it's time to go in with a brand new eyeshadow palette. And it is from e.l.f. It is the new Classics palette. Let me open it up for you. It is relatively neutral. I heard about this from Jam Beauty 89, Jessica over there. And we're just gonna see how it works. It always seems to look really pretty on her eyes. These are definitely up her alley. If you don't watch her channel, she's a very neutral basics girl, kind of like me. I do like to branch out a little bit, but my go-to is a neutral look. And then after that, I finally tracked it down. Like a month and a half ago or something, I did a poll on Instagram asking if people wanted me to review this. It's the Milani Eye Topper, and people wanted me to, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and I finally found them at Walmart near me. So I'm gonna include this to add a little pizzazz to it. This is obviously supposed to be like the Stila, whatever it's called. I don't remember, whatever. But I'm gonna go in with just some neutral shades, but then we're gonna add some pop of color. So I'm gonna go in with my, the crease and smudge brush that I have never gotten the name right. This is just a Moda brush. I'm gonna wipe off this excess shadow that I have, and we're gonna go into the shade Truffle right here. And I love that these shades are named. The one con about this palette is it does not have a mirror, but apparently that is a very common thing. So we're just gonna go on the outer corner. We're just gonna kind of see, and I'm very excited. I think these are kind of powdery, but it's not that bad. These are also pretty pigmented. Wow, yes. But I ordered a couple of days ago, some new Juvia's Place palettes, and I'm very excited about it because the one that I did for Wind Down Wednesday a couple weeks ago is really good. It's the Nubian palette. It's in like a really bright greenish packaging, and I really love the eye looks I created with that, and I ordered a really bright one, and then I ordered the new one. It's like the Nubian Coral palette or something. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put the name across the screen here. And yeah, wow. Yes, e.l.f., bring it. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's being shipped in it's going to be shipped and delivered in hopefully a couple of days. I also ordered a ring light from Amazon that's supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that. And it has really good reviews, so we'll see. This is looking really good. I really like that color. It's kind of like warmy. It definitely is buildable, and it's definitely going on nice and pigmented, but it's not patchy, which I love, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone in and been like, yes, this is gonna look so good, and then it's all patchy. I'm like, no, this is looking so bad. Back to the YouTube drama. So Jaclyn deleted all of her social media, if you haven't heard. I'm sure you have. And I don't know, like, what she's doing. I feel bad for her. Like, I mean, part of me feels bad for her, and part of me kind of is just like, but you should have known. You know, like, you should have double-checked. You should have quadruple-checked. I don't know what, but when you're releasing a new product, the way to market it, and, like, I'm not a marketing genius or anything, but you have to make sure everything is as perfect as it possibly can get. When you have hairs and, like, metal and oxygen bubbles or whatever, it's still not okay. So, like, she just should have been more careful, I feel like. And she's deleted all of her Instagram, and I follow her ex-husband on Instagram, John, as well, and he's like, Jaclyn deleted all of her Instagram. I'm really sad to hear about this. And, like, part of me is like, yeah, it is just lipstick, but other part of me is like, yeah, but she always talks about how much of a perfectionist she is, so if she really is, then she really needs to focus on that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I just think that perhaps Jaclyn needs to be a little bit more observant when it comes to her products. On a side note, this is, like, blending super awesome, and that's in the shade Truffle. And, like, let me see if I can, like, I'll just watch it for you. It's not even, like that these swatch super awesome. They just go on your eyes like amazingly. Of course, this is just the only color I've tried. So now what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to go in with Cosmo down here. I'm just gonna take that on my finger. We're just kind of gonna go directly on the eyelid. And I'm also gonna go on top with the Milani eye topper. I just kind of want to see how these shimmers work. It's not as punchy as I'm used to, like with the Juvia's Place palette, but I do like it. It's very soft and like sweet. I like it. It's pretty, it's not punchy. Pretty, but not punchy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with this. So we'll see how this works. I don't usually use this stuff. I've never even tried the steel one. Obviously, as you can tell, because I didn't even know the name of it. But I'm just gonna kind of go, we're gonna try directly on my eye first. I'm gonna go in with my finger because I'm a little scared right now. I'm gonna go in with my finger and kind of dab this in. Oh wow, this is like super duper oily. Huh. I don't think that's a good thing. It is really sparkly. It's kind of going all over my eyelid. Oh my heavens. What? Did I use this the wrong way? Let's just try to go in from my hand to my... It's like really cold too. That's weird. Oh no. Oh no. Where is... I need a brush to fix this. What is like happening? It's not applying evenly. Ooh, this puppy dries very quickly, and it's also kind of oily. I mean, once you put it on, it doesn't look that bad. Certainly isn't my favorite. I'm a little afraid to go in with more, but let's just see, because it's kind of patchy, and I really would like to fix this. Alright, it's not looking horrible, but it did kind of go all over the place. You can see it's like clear up to my eyebrow. Oh boy. I have to do the other eye now, so I'm just going to go right onto my hand, and we're just going to try to kind of go like this. It is so like oily though, it's weird. Well, that one applied better on the other side. Sorry guys, gotta turn the camera, I'm gonna turn the mirror to where, okay, here's the deal. You definitely need to apply it to your hand and then go in with your finger, because that is beautiful. Don't go in, don't put it directly in your eyelid, that's a terrible idea. Yeah, that's looking much better. I'm gonna blend it some more, but now I'm gonna have to try to go even out the right eye. It's a pretty color. I bought it because it's kind of like rose goldy-ish. It's just up my alley. I don't usually wear things that are this sparkly, but you know what? Gotta do it for the tube, right? Am I right? The left eye is looking so much better right now. I'm trying to even it all out. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to even this all out. Alright, so I got everything blended, and I really actually like the way it looks. It's super sparkly. I'm so distracted. What I would suggest is that I think this, and maybe this is how they intended, go in on your hand and then dot it with your finger, because going in directly is a terrible idea. It puts way too much product on your eyelid, and then you get the impression that you won't like it. And I actually really do like it. I got this like pretty rose gold bronzy look that I really like, and it wasn't even that hard. So I'm really hoping it doesn't crease or anything, because if this works, that'll be a great thing to have in my collection. So now we are getting into the face products, and what I am doing is I am going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in the shade Universal Sheer. I'm getting it out of the package. I've heard a lot of stuff about this being similar to the Tatcha. Never tried it, can't afford it, didn't buy it. So I'm just gonna try this. I've never tried anything putty before, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna, first, I'm just going to put it on my, like, pore-ish area, since it's a poreless putty primer, and we're gonna kind of see. it does seem to be like, I mean, I haven't put any foundation on, obviously, but it does seem to be like filling in my pores, which is good because I have them, I'm putting them all where my pores are, like in my T-zone. Yes! And recently for Face Base Friday, it was last Face Base Friday, I used the another e.l.f. primer. It's called the e.l.f. Luminous Matte primer, and I made a joke that would just be called satin, which it totally would just be called satin, and I really do like that primer as well. So we're gonna see if this one lives up to that one. I'm getting distracted by my eyeshadow right now, guys. Sparkles are everything. Alright, so I just put it on my T-zone for the time being because I just don't know, I feel like it's not supposed to be put all over your face. It doesn't say, it says to let sit for 30 seconds. I'm glad I read the directions. I'm gonna go in, this is a new release, with the Maybelline Urban Cover foundation. Am I the only one who thinks that this is supposed to be a dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC Cream? Because nobody has said anything about that. I have watched a couple of people review it, but I'm not gonna let it sway my opinion. I really have no idea what to expect for myself, to be honest. But nobody is saying anything, and I think it is because it's very similar packaging, if you can kind of see it. I don't know, maybe it is. It has broad spectrum SPF 50. It's supposed to be full coverage, protective makeup, and it's supposed to be like sunscreen. So I do think this is not going to be matte. But definitely I would suggest not taking pictures in this because it's probably going to flash back. I got it in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I'm hoping it's going to match my arms because I have a little bit of a tan going on. So I'm just going to take it. It sounds really liquidy. Oh my gosh, it just came out of my hair. Okay, no. I thought it came out of my hair. I'm just going to take this on my palette, and we're going to see. It is kind of rolling down, but it's not as liquidy as I kind of was expecting. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip, and we're going to do like we usually do with Face Base Fridays, and go in on one side with a brush and one side with a sponge and see what is up. So I have it all mixed up on my palette now, and I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, really great foundation brush, and we're going to go in on the right side. Definitely going to have to blend this down my neck. It does seem pretty dewy. It also seems like pretty decent coverage, so we'll have to see. Yeah, this is going to be very dewy. I have a feeling this is not going to be long wear because it is so dewy, but that's okay. I don't think that's what it's geared towards. But we will see anyway. Alright, so there's one layer on my right side. Ignore the color. I have to blend it down my neck so it matches my arms better. But, it does seem to be pretty decent coverage. You can still see I have a freckle over here. You can still see that, and I have an acne scar over here. But I'm going to see if this is buildable. So I'm going to finish this side of my face with a brush, and then we're going to try it with a sponge on the other side, and then we're going to go in with a second layer, with whichever method I like the most, and that will be it for the foundation. So I'm going to do this. I do think it matches okay with my tan arm. I'm having some breakouts because it's that time of the month. For me, yay! Don't we all love it? But anyway, there's one half of my face. It looks pretty good. It's definitely pretty glowy, which isn't something I usually go for. But with this foundation, it did not say it was going to be matte, and I wasn't expecting it to be, especially with the broad spectrum of 50 in it. So now I'm going to get some more on my palette, just, you know, for good measure. I'm going to go actually dot it in. I'm going to dot it and blend it into my face with a sponge. But yeah, I've never tried the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, but I definitely think that this is probably supposed to be a dupe for that. I'm taking my new EcoTools sponge. It's new. It doesn't have any holes in it. And we're just going to kind of blend it. Yeah, definitely higher coverage with the brush, just like I knew it would be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a second layer all over my face, and we're going to blend it in with a brush, since that is the way I prefer. It is lighter coverage with the sponge, so if you don't need much coverage and you want that broad spectrum 15, that's a great way to apply it. I just would like a little bit more coverage because that's just what I learned. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so I finished my foundation, and it actually is pretty good coverage. I do like it. I don't think this is going to be long wear, because I have noticed that if I like make a lot of emotion without setting it, my upper lip creases, and I don't really have that a lot because I'm only 22 years old right now. So, but I do think that it looks really good right now, and I do think that it's pretty much doing exactly what it's claiming to do as of now. I had to blend it down my neck. But it's looking pretty good right now, and I really do like it. It's not usually something I would go for. Like, I do like a little bit more matte because that's just my jam to make sure everything's in place for the rest of the day. But we're just going to see how it wears, and I'm going to now go in with a concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This has been around for a little bit. It's not brand new, but it's not an older product or anything like that. And I haven't really heard anybody talk about it, to be honest. This is in the shade Pure Ivory. It's going to be a little bit drastic, but you know what? It's fine. So I'm going to just go in with, it has a little bit of a paint smell, but you know what? It's okay. And I'm going to go in on my under eye. And it is pretty drastic on against this foundation being so darkish, but I do like the coverage. I think it's nice. It's definitely brightening. I'm wide awake. That's what it made me think of. Because now I look like I'm wide awake. I'm so funny. It's definitely showing up more like drastically on camera, but in person it's not as punchy. I do think it's pretty creamy as of now. We're going to see how it does on the rest of my face after I am done blending this all out. Alright, so I finished blending it all out, and it looks pretty good as of now. So I'm going to go in with the rest of my face, and we're going to see how it looks. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what I think of that. Alright, so as you can see, I have obviously put concealer on the rest of my face because now I'm baking. And the reason I'm baking is because I'm trying to give this concealer a fair shot like I usually, since I usually use this powder on a normal basis. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. But I wanted to hop back on here and give you an update about what I think of the concealer. I do think it's really good. It's a little bit, definitely goes a long way. I put way too much on. You really don't need that much. So just use a tiny bit because it really spreads and goes all the way across your face. And I had to actually kind of put some more foundation on just to even it out because it was making my face look super white. Like I haven't even put any foundation on like up here. But I do think it applied really well over the foundation. I like the way it covered. I like the brightness effect it had. So we're going to see how it wore. Also, when I was putting it all over my face, my under eyes where I had the concealer weren't creasing that much. They were creasing just a little bit because concealer kind of always just creases a little bit, and that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a new eyebrow pencil, which this one is not brand new to me. I have tried it before because I picked it up last week because I wanted to find an eyebrow pencil that was not brown but not like this color blonde, because my eyebrows are naturally the color of my under hair right here. You'll understand if you're a natural blonde, all of your hair is a different color. So I picked up the Collab eyebrow pencil in the shade Taupe, and this is the perfect color for me. It is a really soft, there it is right there. It is a really soft pencil, so if you don't like that, just be aware. The main reason I love it is because of the color. It just matches so perfectly. Color's amazing. And and I'm on the hunt to find more that are this kind of color, so I can give recommendations to my fellow blonde-haired people out there. Alright, so I penciled in my brows, and now it is time to go in with a new powder other than the one I'm wearing under my eyes. And this is just a regular face powder. It is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Powder. It's supposed to be 16-hour wear. I don't know how new this one is because I've heard the Taylor talk about it for a while, but I wanted to give it a try. She's not into setting powders. I'm not into these kind of powders usually, so you know what, I just figured I'd give it a try. So I'm going to wipe off this bake, and we're going to set our face with this Physicians Formula powder. I have my e.l.f. brush here, just the powder brush. I'm going to get my hair on my face, and we're just going to kind of go in, and I'm just going to kind of tap the excess off, and we're going to see how this goes. So this is what it's looking like. I do really like the way my face looks right now. So now we're going to go in with my Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 100. And I love this so much. And I'm using the EcoTools Bronzing Buffing Brush, or whatever it's called. My goodness, you'd think I'd know the name. But I really like it. I'm just going to kind of tap it and get the excess off. And then we're just going to go on my cheeks. Really just bronze up your face perfectly without being orange, without being too much. You can really build it if you like that. I like lighter bronzer. That is it all bronzed up. So now I'm going to quickly just set my eyebrows real quick with my Maybelline Great Lash in Clear, and I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about a new lip product that I'm super excited to try. Alright, so everything else is done. As you can see, I took some of this shade right here that I took on my outer corner called Truffle, and I drug it down my lower lash line just a little bit and put some mascara on my bottom lash line just to kind of ba-boom everything. I also lined my lips, so we are ready to go. I finally got lip liner, guys. It's been like a month and a half. But in case you're wondering, my go-to lip liner is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Innocent. We're going to be trying the new L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in Macaroon Collection. It smells like a bakery. It smells so good. So we're just going to go ahead, and by the way, this is in the shade Mon Caramel. That was probably a really terrible pronunciation, sorry. And we're just going to start on our lower lip right here, our bottom lip. Ooh, this color, yes! It has like a triangle doe foot, so you can like kind of like fit to the shape of your lips. Wow. This color is gorgeous! So I put on this lipstick. Ooh, I love it. I like that it is a little bit glossy-ish, but like not a ton. It's like in between a hardcore matte liquid lip, like my Milani one that I use, and then like a lip gloss. Like it's a nice little hybrid. It's very moisturizing. It's very comfortable. I don't feel like my lips are dry. I don't feel like this lipstick is going everywhere. So I really do enjoy it. So far, guys, this stuff is looking awesome. And now, our final step, I'm going to go in with setting spray. And this is a brand new setting spray. It is called the Maybelline Lasting Fix Makeup Setting Spray up to 16-hour wear matte finish. And the thing that drew me to this was the color of the packaging. I think it is gorgeous. So, I'm just going to spray it on my face. It smells like this lipstick my mom used to use when I was little. I don't know what it was, but alright. Ooh, that made everything meld together so nicely. Ooh, I'm living for this, guys. This looks so good. So I really hope it lasts like I want it to. So let's do a quick rundown of all the products. First and foremost was the eyeliner. I didn't like it. I probably will take it back because I just don't like it at all. I don't think it works the way it's supposed to. I don't know if I got a dry one or what, because every time the Taylor applies it, it looks much better than when I applied it today. So I don't know what the problem was with this one. I don't like it. Don't suggest it. Don't buy it. The CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara is messy. It kept getting all over my hands. Overall, I do think it looks good on the eyelashes. I do think that it looks best with underneath it, the voluminous base. I don't really foresee myself buying this one again in the future, but you know, we'll see. So, on to the next, which was the e.l.f. New Classics eyeshadow palette. I really liked this one, guys. I can't wait to jump into some more shades because I did only use 2 shades today, but I think this is a great everyday palette, but I definitely think it's right up my alley. I really like it, and I suggest it. The Milani Eye Topper. This was what I thought was going to be a disaster at first, but it was not. You just need to put it on your hand first and then go in with your middle or your ring finger and just apply it like that because it is gorgeous. I'm living for it. I keep getting distracted by it. It looks so good. Next is the primer. I do like the primer. It does seem to have filled in my pores pretty well. I'm going to have to try it some more because that's the thing with primers is first impressions aren't everything for them. So we're going to see how that, I'm going to continue to use it. We're going to see if it works with other foundations and stuff like that. So onto the foundation. So far I really like it, guys. I'm actually pretty surprised. I did kind of, like I said, and everything, but we're going to see how it wears and everything. It did apply really nicely. It's really glowy, so you don't have to powder like I did. Onto the concealer. I really liked this concealer. I do think it's really light with this foundation, but it did end up looking pretty good. It didn't crease or anything. So on to the next, the Physicians Powder. So far, I really like it. It's really soft, made my skin really soft, made it set it really nicely and everything like that. So hopefully it holds it up throughout the day, because if it does, I'm going to stick this in my purse probably and use it for that for the most part, because I'd like to have that kind of thing in my purse. So yeah. I already knew how I felt about this, but guys, it's amazing. I love the formula, love the color. The color is absolutely perfect if you have my color hair and you have this darker part under here, because natural blondes, I'm telling you what, it's hard to find an eyebrow shade that works for you. The City Bronzer, which I used, it worked really well over this foundation. I really like the way it looks on my skin. I think I look nice and bronzed, but I don't think I look like a clown. So I do think it's really pretty on the skin with this foundation as well. The lipstick, oh my gosh, it looks so good. That was such a cute face. Guys, it is set down to more matte now, and it's so comfortable. It is so comfortable. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope it wears really well. I see myself buying more of these shades. So, yeah, we're going to see how this wears throughout the day, and I'm just going to do one check-in, which is going to be the final check-in at the end of the night. I'm going to tell you what I think of everything together, what I think of everything individually, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, I will see you in a little bit. Alright, guys, this is the check-in that I was talking about at the end of the day. It actually looks really good. I didn't touch up anything. My lipstick held up pretty well. It's a little worn off because I ate. My foundation held up a lot better than I thought it was going to. Everything looks great. I love the sparkly eyeshadow. I love the e.l.f. eyeshadow. I don't like the eyeliner or the mascara. They're just not my jam. But they did okay for the day, but I'm not going to use them again. But everything else looks so good, and I love it so much. So I'm going to give you updates in later videos about how I feel after the first impressions, since this was kind of like a first impressions video. And I'm going to tell you how each of the products works with other products that I use, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you liked this video, give this video a thumbs up. Hit the notification down below for notifications on when I upload in the future. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great week. Bye!